Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Oh, man, I tell you, there's nothing worse than hitting the go live button and then immediately getting into a sneezing fit. So I wasn't sure it was going to be over before this popped up here or not. So, I'm not sure it's over just yet either. I don't know what it is. I'm something making me sneeze this morning. But anyhow, let's see who we got hanging out with us. Looks like we got a few folks over there. Appreciate the thumbs up. We have Mr. Larry Goff. Says morning everyone, middle 90s, much better than 105. Yeah. That's I was noticing yesterday when I went outside, we got up to about I think the high was 95 yesterday. And of course the heat index was like 105 or whatever. And it's just amazing because Jack and I would go out, we'd go to the mailbox, or I'd go out and check on my tomato plants or whatever. We just stay out there a few minutes. And then you come back in, it's like when you open the door, it's like, wow, it just feels really cold in here. But it's because you're talking about from 105 to 70. That's a big swing right there. So the AC sure does feel good, and it's working overtime to keep up in this heat. John Howard's here. Good morning, John. Hope you're doing well this morning. Troy Pritchard. Good morning, Troy. Appreciate the thumbs up. Big Jack just come in here if you didn't see him. Decided to get right at my feet. Let's see where am I at here. LB Sharp. Good morning, LB. Darren Birds. Good morning. Monroe Cook. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Thomas Graham. Good morning. Predicted high 78. Or not 78, 98. What am I thinking? 98. John said it's just going to be very hot today. Yep, it sure is. Dennis Nolan's going to be a little warm where he's at, 98 to 100 for the next 7 days. Oof. Man, it's going to be rough. Sean's here. Good morning, Sean. Gary Hammett, good morning. Clyde's here. Good morning, Clyde. George Rothfuss, good morning. Kevin Els, how you doing, Kevin? Hope you're doing well over there. Let's see, South Africa, I think, is where you're at, if I remember correctly. David Burnett's in the house. Good morning. George says, today I get to feel like what Texas experiences every day, plus 90. We are looking for 97 today. Yeah. That's pretty toasty. Clyde says the heat must travel up I-75. Supposed to be in the 90s today. Yeah, maybe it does. I don't know. Mark Lindsay's in the house. He's got the best temperatures of anybody that's posted them. 46 now, looking at a high of 83. 83 would be fantastic. Right now. As usual, I got nothing to talk about. I did get my little Amazon package yesterday that I was looking forward to getting. Came about, let's see, well, I think it was almost 7 before they got here. And I was planning on doing one of those kind of surprise pop-up live things and do an unboxing and assembly live deal. Have people hang out and stuff like that. It's always fun to have other people hanging out, tell me what I'm doing wrong and stuff. So, but I don't think I'm going to do it because I don't know what I did. Well, I do know what I did, but I don't know how I did it. But I have jacked up my right ankle somehow. and it's hurting like a son of a gun. So I thought, well, that's real smart because I was planning on doing that live, and that means I'd be standing out on the, well, concrete or at least on the fatigue mats, and I don't know if I want to do that. I may put that off a couple of days, but you'll know for sure if I get ready to do that, or I may not even do it. I don't know. May not be anybody want to see it. So, but I haven't got a pole saw yet. I think I'm going to take a good look at the Harbor Freight one that everybody was talking about. Maybe get one of those. But did see the fox again. Jack's new buddy. He's I told you I'd seen him on a security camera. What day before yesterday or whenever it was. And then I got to thinking, when I see him on the camera, it's like he walks around to the side, and I'm like, well, I'm wondering if he goes through the fence and gets in the backyard, because I got a big double gate where I can open them up and drive, vehicle through there. I got that on both sides of my yard. But over there, since Jack and Rocky both were so big, I never worried about, making sure the gate was just super, super small opening. Because if I had a little dog or something, I'd do that. But the gates, they got an opening probably about like that, and the fox is skinny enough he can slip through there. So I got to looking at the camera from the backyard that points towards that gate, and sure enough, he had gone through that gate and was hanging around the backyard doing stuff. So I don't know where his little hideaway is, but it might be pretty close, because Jack was out there again this morning raising all kinds of cane out there, barking at him. So two different times. So he'd come back in the house, and he'd stare out that window, and then all of a sudden he'd turn around to me and be going crazy that he wanted to go back out, and I'd let him out, and he'd go tearing down there. So I don't know. That fox is hanging out somewhere close. Probably not on my side of the fence, but I think he's hanging out around that back corner back here in the woods somewhere. Anywho, let's see here. Marcelo's here. Good morning. Lovely day here in Niagara Falls. Yeah. Let's see. Lonnie says, I'm still trying to make actual size wooden nickels with a 0.5 millimeter ball nose. No luck. Does anyone with a laser willing to try both sides of coin? Poker players say wooden nickels a lot. Okay. I would think a laser wouldn't have any problem doing it. And when you say actual size, how big is actual size for a wooden nickel? Is it the same size as a real nickel? I don't even have a nickel. Yeah, I guess the thing had changed, but it's in there. I don't know what a nickel is. It's probably not very daggone big. Let's see. Get my trusty fancy calipers here. I would guess that a nickel is, I don't know, what is it, 5/8 maybe diameter? I don't really know. But I would think a laser wouldn't have any trouble trying to do it. And if anybody's got a laser, they can take you up on that challenge. What's everybody going to do today? Anybody got big plans for shop time, or just going to hang in the house? Oh, it's bigger than I thought. 8/34. So it's almost 7/8 of an inch. I would have thought that it was smaller than that. 8/34. Yeah, that's a good bit bigger than I thought. So anyhow, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I got to go back out there and get the trash can here in a little bit. Although I'll probably, since I'm feeling a little under the weather here, I may probably wait until the mail comes, so I only have to walk out there once. Let's see. John says he's going to work on a reach-in cooler today at a meat shop. All right. Sean says could engrave with a laser. Yeah. Oh, I see. He said he's got some dowels that are the same diameter. Hey, there's my buddy Doug. My old buddy Doug. I've been wondering about him. He recently retired. Y'all probably remember Doug is my roving farm reporter that always used to give me the scoop from the fair, which should be coming up here pretty soon, next month, I guess. So good to see you, Doug. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're finding something to do in retirement that is keeping you active and happy. That's the main thing. That's the main thing right there. Clyde says he's going to continue staining the deck right after the coffee session until the heat gets here. So you should be skipping the coffee session and getting on out there while it's, you can always watch the coffee session later. But let's see. Dennis says he's going to be working on a prototype thingy done on the CNC. We'll share it when I get it done. Lucky to have AC in the shop. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Doug says he's building a fence. All right. That's that sounds like a hot job. Rob Schuster's here. How you doing, Rob? Saw your video the other day. Pretty awesome. I have trouble. You just blew my mind trying to wrap my head around when you was describing how you figured out all that stuff. I'm like, oh man, that's just too much mathematics for me. But looked at, and especially with you doing it in something like VCar Pro, I mean, it's a lot. You got to do a lot of manual figuring on that with VCar Pro, trying to figure that stuff out. But it looks like you're getting it. Can't wait to see how it comes out. Leo Steger's in the house. Good morning, Leo. I can watch for a few minutes on my way to breakfast. Okay. We're glad you're here. Got a few folks go here. Rob says we use what we're comfortable with. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got it figured out. Like I said, it just trying to look at it as a bunch of lines, which is what you see with Vectric. It's like, man, I don't know how he thinks like that. I need more of a 3D visual aid when I'm trying to think of crazy angles and stuff like that. But I loved your fixture. or jig or whatever you want to call it. That was pretty slick. And I think when you added those little notches in the part that you were going to lay on top to glue it down, that'll make a big difference. That should, like you said in video, it shouldn't line up, and that should keep them from slipping or moving any when you tighten it down. So that's a good deal there. Jigzilla, yeah, that's what it was for sure. That's what it was. But all right. Anybody else got anything they want to share as far as what they're going to be doing? I'm probably not going to be doing much of nothing other than maybe shopping for a pole saw. I don't know that that's going to be too exciting. Rob said he did another ring glue up yesterday. I will unclamp after the show to see how it worked. Okay. Good deal. Okay, John says he's got to go and act like he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Thomas says the Harbor Freight sale is over soon, and I have to chuckle because they run pretty much continuous sales on different things. There's always some kind of sale going on. But yeah, I'll have to check it because if that one's about to end on the pole saw that you told me about, I'll go ahead and try to get in on that. Let me look and see if I can look that up since I'm not really doing nothing. See if I can find that. Let's see here. Pole saw. I got about 3 or 4 of them here. Let's see what they got. They have an electric one. Which I guess that's a corded one where you'd have to use a cord. Okay, here's the 40 volt cordless 10-inch. Okay, now that says tool only, so I guess it doesn't. Let me click on that. Does it not come with any a battery and a charger? Let's see. Build your own kit, instantly save $30. Any battery plus any charger, no coupon needed. Okay, now it looks like you got to get those extra. But it's $94.99 for that one. So let me make sure it's. I don't know why they would sell something like that and not have a battery and a charger with it. That would seem kind of silly to me. But let's see. I don't see where it says. It looks like that's you got to add that to it. Looks like. George says, I'm waiting on Amazon to deliver. I guess that's ignition coil for his car. I am an auto mechanic this week. Yeah. Troy said, I had to get some bar chain oil to go with my electric pole chainsaw. That tip might save you a trip back out in the heat. Yeah, I have an electric, a little small electric chainsaw. So I have some bar oil around. It's just, it's not on a pole, so it's not going to reach what I need to reach unless I try getting up on a ladder, and where I need to get. That's not going to work. I need something I can just reach. I don't have to go real high, but it'd be a lot easier to do it with one of those ones that have a 7 or 8 foot reach or something. So, but I do have the bar chain oil. Okay, Thomas says $59.99 was $69.99. Coupon expires 6/19. Okay. Well, I may not be looking at the right thing then. Let me go back to that other one. That Portland. It must be the Portland one you're talking about, because it's $69.99. And it's got let's see. Yeah, it's where you plug a cord in, which I'm okay with that, because I don't like having to drag out a long cord and all that, but I don't mind that as much as I do trying to pull on one and get it started after it's set up. I'm done with the gas type. Yeah, that one right there probably work. Says it's in stock at McDonough, Georgia. So you say there's a coupon somewhere where I can get $10 off of that, get it for $59.99, I guess. That one's got a good, almost a 5-star rating on it too. So now I don't have a cool little hard hat like that guy in the picture. He's got all the PPE, the heavy gloves, the hard hat, the safety glasses. Yeah. I don't know what the reach is. It says, let's see, extends from 6 feet to 8 feet 10 inches. Yeah. I think that would work. And there's somebody there that's doing a YouTube video reviewing it. They have that right on their website. 4.7 out of 5 stars. Okay. I'll have to go find where that coupon is then. Plug-in electric, yeah. Okay, Dennis says the Atlas is the one I have. It is 1-piece extension, 10. He says 10 inch, but maybe you mean 10 foot, $99. HF members get 20% off for that saw now. Father's Day sale. Yeah, I don't buy enough stuff there to. I got in their little club thing one time because I could get in and it would knock off. I forget what I was buying. It was something that was pretty expensive, and so I joined. And then the whole year went by. And then I think it was when I went to get that lathe, a little over a year later. And then they said, well, your thing's expired. And I'm like, well, will I get it off on this lathe if I sign up again? And they said, no, don't work that way. And I'm like, well, okay, then forget it. I'm not getting no need to join the club, because I probably wouldn't buy anything within the next year anyway. So I don't buy enough stuff from them to make it worth getting in that little thing. But a lot of people go there all the time, and I got one fairly close. I go past it every time I go to Home Depot. I drive right past one, but I just don't go there a whole lot. And even the last time I went, like I said, I went there to get the lathe, and I went to get one, and I got the little, the little ticket, and carried it up there, and they were starting to ring it up, and I go, "Now you do have them in stock, right?" And she goes, "Oh no, we don't have them." I go, "Well, what are you ringing it up for if you don't have them?" She goes, "Oh well, you'd have it in about 30 days." And I'm like, "No, I don't think so. You're not going to hold on to my money for 30 days." So then she checked the store in Conyers, which is, you know, 20, 30 minutes up the road. So I went up there to get delayed. So, let's see. Yeah, Dennis said he had to pay extra for the battery. Yeah. That just seems silly to me. If you're going to buy something that has to have a battery to run, they should include a battery. Just up the price a little or whatever. That just seems silly to me. Troy says, I believe that's the same one I have, the Portland. Okay. I just don't, well, one, I'm cheap or frugal, whatever you want to call it. But two, is I know that's just going to be something that I'm going to use, a good bit that one day, and then it'll probably go back there in my building and probably not be used again for a long time. So I just don't want to spend a lot of money on something like that. Okay, 10-inch chainsaw, 10-foot extension. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, Mark says he got into their club once and let it go because they didn't use it either. Yeah. And if you're like me, time goes by so quick now. I can buy something and think, I've had that a few months. Then you go back and check your records or your receipt or whatever, and it's been 2 years or something. I'm like, yeah. So I just do not go to Harbor Freight often enough um, to make it worth having that. Okay. Lonnie says, I have a friend that is a member. I use him for sales. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I might, I might compare Amazon stuff too, because I know those other things that I bought. I bought a leaf shredder that I think is called a Works or something, WORX, and then I bought a little electric rotor tiller thing that works really good. A leaf shredder works good, and then what else was it I bought? Oh, I bought a little chipper too. I can't remember what brand it was, but I bought all of those off of Amazon. And they're not like industrial grade or nothing, but they worked fine for what I wanted to, and they still work. It's not like they tore up. So I might check Amazon too, just to compare to see if they have anything close to that Portland brand that Harbor Freight sells, because they're all coming out of the same place. You know, you know how they roll. They all coming in the big boat. Charles Steed's here. Says hello, Dave and Jack, and everyone. Yeah, how you doing, Charles? Jack is he's moved slightly. He's over here behind me now. Um, let's see. Says they do that for the people that already have one of their tools and battery. Yeah, well, I saw that it looked like, well, if I go back to it, it was talking about how, let's see, it was this one. It says frequently bought together, and then it has a charger and a battery and a regular chainsaw. But it was talking about how, well, I don't see it now. Here it is. I guess the same battery works with a bunch of different stuff, even a lawnmower, some hedge trimmers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, and these pole saws, looks like. Oh, and weed eaters too. So, yeah, I don't know. It might not be that bad then. Oh, they don't even have those at McDonald's. It says back in stock, or they're in stock in Griffin, Georgia, but I'm not driving to Griffin. You get shot going down there. So I'm not I'm not going to Griffin, I can tell you that much. All right, let's see. I think my timer went off. Let's see what if I missed anything. Then it says I buy a member card from Harbor Freight every few years. Catch something on special where I get $100 off if I buy a member card for $30. I don't believe I would get my money back on just the card. Yeah. Well, you said $30. I think the last time I bought one, it was 20. So apparently they've gone up on the cards too, just to join their little club. And see, that's what I mean. They're always doing those things where, oh, you come on over here, you don't have to buy anything, you get a free little flashlight and all that stuff. Ain't none of that stuff free because they're gonna get it out of somebody buying the little card and stuff. No telling how many people they talk into buying those membership cards, and then they're like me, don't ever use them, and then they expire. So, all right, Clive, get out there and stain that deck or whatever it was. I think you said you were doing. And I'm gonna get out of here myself. And I'll let you know if I get ready to do a live stream. If I do, I would love to have somebody join me to monitor the chat, because if I do a live stream where I'm doing an unboxing and assembly, I won't be paying attention to the chat. I'll be too busy looking at other stuff. So if there's anybody that would want to do that, let me know, and I will send you a link whenever I get ready to do it. But like I said, I'm probably going to put it off. I'm thinking maybe Friday afternoon. I might try to do that, which is probably not a great time to do a live. But like I said, it's more or less just to have some company out there in the shop while I tinker around, put the thing together. So anyway, everybody have a awesome Wednesday, and we'll probably be back for number 504 tomorrow, I guess. So see you later.